Good evening, everybody. In the last episode, I showed you guys how to make a chatbot with the TextGen RNN library, which is a fantastic library that I'm pretty sure it's an implementation of the old, it's a famous AI developer created it, the character RNN, char RNN. But he wrapped it all up in Keras and made it super slick, and as you've seen here, it was real easy to train a new one. So now we're going to use another extremely awesome library, the Matrix Python SDK, to generate or to create a chatbot and use our TextGen RNN to chat with our friends. Maybe. So I git cloned Matrix Python SDK. Okay, so that comes from here. So the Matrix Python SDK, I believe it's the official one. I don't know if that's 100% true, but it's not great, but it works most of the time. I git cloned it and installed it. Okay, so you do a git clone, and then you go into the library folder, and then you do a pip install e dot. All right, and in that library they have graciously given us this fantastic little tutorial file called Simple Chat Client. How do I open up stuff? There we go. This little thing here is a complete demonstration of how to use this program to connect to Matrix API. Matrix, for example, again, is the chatbot here. Wow. Why am I trying to... Okay. Stop it. So this chat room where I'm chatting to Byron. Hey, Byron. You're a butt. Is Matrix. It's connected through the riot.im interface, which I personally really like. So I'm going to do that right now. We're going to make a new... Oh, what did Byron say? Byron just said something. Button has dies. And eat for the shoppers. I've seen the laser eat bullet and sending each rioter on some duds playing they really hardy. Thanks, Byron. It's poetry. It's poetry. Again, the RNN doesn't learn context. He just learns sentence structure, and as a result generates some interesting sentences sometimes. Optional email. We are not going to use this, or this. We're going to call our guy tutbot for tutorial bot, and our password will be something extremely hard. No one figured that out using a neural network, please. Register. Warning. It's fine. That's funny. What? Skip. Don't skip. Crosswalks. Okay. Color the whole damn thing in. Is that good enough? I accept terms and conditions. Probably shouldn't do this live, but whatever. Just show you how this works. Riot-bot. Hi there, welcome to Riot. I'm riot-bot. Blah 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 blah. Bloop doop doo. So tutbot. Okay, so this is tutbot. Can I talk now? Hey tutbot. Oh, hey riot-bot. Okay, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna get tutbot to talk to riot-bot. All right. In our simple chat client, it imports all these things. So you got to make sure you have all these things. We do. We just installed that. The stuff to pay attention to is this stuff here. We're just gonna get rid of that. And we need our host, our username, our password, and our room ID alias. So the host is pretty simple. It's https://matrix.org. The username is tutbot, possibly tutbot, and password. Oh no. I don't want you to see that, guys. Well, I'll type it off screen and then scroll up. I'll make one up. This is where you're gonna put your password. Okay, I'll do it later when you're not looking. Oh, secret passwords. Secret passwords. Where are we? We need a room ID, so we need to find the room ID of this. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's just Byron again. So what's the room ID, dude? Where is the room ID? What is it specifically? Hey, that rhymed. Ooh, I'm in a min. So this is the room ID. Okay, it's a series of numbers and then matrix.org. We are going to put that in right here. In quotes, though, because it's a string. Okay? So now that we've saved that, I'm going to take this off screen. Close this down. Enter my password. You can't see my password. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this out every time. I should change the password. Okay, let me just change the password real quick. That'll make this easier. Current password. Password. Fucking, that is some serious passwords. Warning! It's fine. Okay. You still work, bro? Yeah. Okay. So, I've now entered his password. This is my password. Okay? We're going to run this right now. It's going to work right now. What it does... Actually, let's find out what it does, because I don't actually remember what it does. Where are we? There we go. Python, simple chat client, and this should just work. It did not. Oh, aren't you glad you're learning? Learning with me. This is what I picked. This is a password? That's what it was. Let's try that again. Go! And... okay, I think it worked. So, the default... no, we don't want that. We want this. The default thing is I can actually type through here now. Hey, riot-bot. See? And then it writes it there. And then he can respond. And as you see, the response comes to this right here. So, we can parse all this and do fun stuff with it. Okay, so now to get to the point, we're going to add our text-gen RNN stuff. So let's get this. First, we're going to... right, remember that from before? We are going to import our AI, text-gen. We'll call text-gen RNN. Remember, this is how we do this. This is also the shortcut to loading. Oh, we need to copy this into the folder with we need to copy it in here so it can find it. We're gonna go get it. Where did we save it? Datasets? Nope. Here it is. Rare pups. Okay, we'll put that into matrix samples. Put it right here. Okay, so rare pups is accessible. Let's make sure we get it so we don't screw it up again. .h5. So that'll just auto load that for us. And then we're going to do some stuff. So the way that this works is... actually, let's see if there's anything down here. Basically, so it creates a matrix client. This is all standard API stuff. You can read the API if you want. It tries with the password, tells you if it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. It checks to see if the room, if it can log into the room. If it doesn't, it tells you. And then it adds a room listener. That's why it was capable of reading what was said in the room. And it also lets us write to it. That's this right here. Okay? So we're going to... this message here, we're going to we're gonna make some new stuff for fun. So we got a room listener, a new thread, and then we're gonna go like, I don't know, bot talk equals text generate. Okay, so that is this is actually not necessary. Why am I showing this? This will just, when it starts, as soon as he starts up, he'll say something. And then room send text. Okay, so this listener right here on message is right here. So there's basically there's a event called on message add listener, that when a message is received, this function is called. Okay, so this function, we can do stuff with the message. The way that they've set it up is the event is the message. For example, this is if a room member logs on or joins, we can say like who joined, the name of the person joined, content, display name, done, right? Or if somebody writes a message, it will repeat the message for some reason. These are not a great... Oh yeah, because it echoes it back to you. So I messed with this a little bit, and I'm just going to go through this line by line of my own, so we can have some fun. Okay, I had to look up some stuff in the API, but it's really very straightforward if you're smart. I am not, so it took me a while, but even I figured it out, so you can too. So what? I'm not going to do that. If the type is m.room.message. Okay, so if a message is written, if event, so this is the part I had to look up. Content, no, I didn't look before, was a message type. Message type. So basically, if the content that is now in the room, or the event that occurred, is a message type, and it's equal to m.text, so it's a text message, we're going to generate we're going to generate a response, okay? So, but first we're going to make it so to make sure that our bot only generates text when he's addressed directly, okay? So if, we'll say chatbot is in event content body. So if somebody specifically says chatbot, we'll respond. It's pretty straightforward. Event dot content. Sorry, my typing with the keyboard kind of sucks. We're going to replace our own name from the content. So, well, I'll show you why in a sec. So chatbot, and we'll replace it with nothing, and we're going to split it into an array, sorry, a list, because the way that this function from textGenRNN that we're going to exploit works, it will, yeah, I'll just show you. Okay, so this will be the text to send. This is what we're actually going to transmit. Text gen, because we invoked that earlier on, right? Text gen, generate. You can do a thing called a prefix. So random choice words, but you have to give it a list. So that's why we did that right there. So we replaced chatbot with nothing, so he won't generate just his own name endlessly forever. It's pretty entertaining the first time it happens, but it destroys the chat. He'll just keep saying his own name over and over again. It's useless. We're going to do a temperature with a random range. If you guys remember from last video, we talked about the temperature being how crazy he is. We'll go from 0.2 to 0.6 maybe. Let's see where we also need to import random, import random. And return as list again, because we're going to write out a list. Okay, so that right there is going to generate a new string based on, with a prefix of one of the words, from the content. So he's going to pick a word from what was said to him and then respond to it. And then it's as simple as room send text, as you saw before. Which is not. We're going to do text to send, and we're going to use the 0, and that is legitimately it. So let's try this again. Not Mr. Bubs. Mr. Bubs. You guys ever seen Mr. Bubs? He fucking kills me. I don't know if this will work. chatbot. Hey, what's up? And there you go. You say, for Pomper does a heckin' good boy. Said for the president to fight a heckin' sanctuary boy. So riot-bot's not going to invoke him, but if there was somebody else in this chat, like for example, your friends, if they say the words chatbot, and then whatever, I love to eat mac and cheese, chatbot will respond with whatever you've trained him on. Okay? That's it. That's literally it. If you guys want, I'll make a video showing you how to put this all on the Raspberry Pi. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically the exact same thing. There's just some tricks with finding versions of TensorFlow and Keras and all these libraries compiled for ARM. That's it. Otherwise, it works no problem. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this wasn't too meandering. I'm a little out of practice. It's been a couple of weeks. Enjoy. Let's tell Byron to piss off. Hey Byron, we like Byron bot more than you. He's not reading it ever, so. Like, I moved my headphone cable and such. Great Byron bot. It's fantastic.